The third Golden Girl has passed away, Rue McClanahan.
Oh, tragedy strikes America.
It is a tragedy. I was having a great morning until I read this news, and it made me realize 3 of the Golden Girls gone. It's over. Betty White is the last Golden Girl to survive.
I have restrained myself from terrible sound effects. Okay.
I'm glad you did.
I want that noted for the record. Okay. Anyway, yeah, of course, tragedy. First Gary Coleman, now this. What are we going to do? Okay, look, she was like...
She was 76 years old. She died of a stroke. She had bypass surgery earlier this year, I believe. And look, she lived a full life, 76 years old. She had a great career. I love her, and I miss her already. I don't know, I'm just so...
You miss her already? As if her and like Anna used to hang out all the time. They used to go to, what was that?
No.
Kate Mandolini together.
You don't understand my love for the Golden Girls. You know, yesterday, this is sad. I think it's a little sad, but it's the truth. Yesterday, I couldn't wait to go home so I can change into my jammies and watch the Golden Girls on WeTV.
Oh.
Because I love them. They're like Sex in the City, but elderly version.
They're like Sex in the City, except 98 years old. By the way, just in case you were unclear, and then there was one. Betty White remains.
Yes.
She's actually 88 years old, significantly older than Rue was. But she's still kicking it, strong as ever, and just hosted Saturday Night Live a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's something about the Golden Girls for some reason that every girl absolutely loves. And I don't know, when I was growing up, it was on all the time, so I saw episodes a lot. But I don't really completely get it.
I'm going to take a stab at it. That's a good question. One, I think it reminds them of their kindly grandmothers. So that's very schmoopy papoopy, okay? Mm-hmm. But number two, I think they like the camaraderie of those friends at the end of their lives. Like they stick together and it's a bunch of girls and they're hanging in there and they're still good friends.
I love the camaraderie. You're right about that. They don't remind me of my grandmother at all. Very far from it. In fact, what I love about them is they're older and they still have these sassy attitudes. They still have this exciting life. And it makes me want to be like that when I get older. Like, I don't want to think to myself, all right, I'm in my 70s, I'm going to stop living. Like, they're still enjoying life. They're still going out. Blanche would go out and, you know, have lots of one-night stands, and she was proud of it. She was the Samantha of the group.
This is what throws me off. That was my second point. Mm-hmm. One more small point. It's weird how this is relatable for women. Because if you have a show about 4 or 5 old dudes that walk around and are still homies, we're like, oh, I wonder who's going to watch that. Nobody. Mm-hmm. Guys don't really, like, oh, yeah, look at those old men. Yeah. I like that they're still out with their saggy balls going after women. We don't really care. But number two, this one, that's what I was thinking. Rue McClanahan played Blanche.
Right.
She was the whore.
Come on. She was not the whore. She was...
a little more promiscuous.
Yeah, the adventurous one.
I'm not calling her a whore, but it's one of those general storylines that happen in some 80s shows, and I just didn't get it. Her, the mother from Who's the Boss, always talking about how she's getting some, and then the grandmother from Family Matters when they first came on. She's talking about how she's going around getting some. I'm like, really, this is nasty. And everybody's like, oh, look, yeah, go ahead, go get it, old 85. No, why is this funny? And why are we cheering it? I mean, cool, get it if you want it, but damn, this was constant in the 80s and the early 90s. It was like, yeah, I'm thinking about that old lady getting her some more, and she comes back in and people go, whoa! And nobody wants to hear that.
Okay.
I love your analysis of that.
No, I got to come out strong against Jayar's haterade on this one. First of all, everybody likes grandmothers who get some. Okay, everybody's in favor of gilfs. Okay, no, all right, bust a nut. No, okay.
No, do not.
Okay. Anyway, no, Jayar, I don't know why you're humbug about it. Okay, it's first of all, it's in all the sitcoms because it's supposed to be funny. Because comedy is, now I got to explain comedy to this guy. Okay, things you don't expect. That's why they're funny. You don't expect an elderly woman to be, going around having a lot of sex, and hence the humor in it, right? Now, I hear you, they overdid it a little bit, but at the same time, look, man, they had their marriages, they're single, go get it.
That's the difference. Like, it's okay. I'm not saying old ladies shouldn't want to get what they want. Why is it that we got to sit and hear about it, and then it's supposed to be funny or, yeah, go get it? I know you're drooping here
This is
and
the
there.
most random haterade
It
we've
was.
ever
It was.
had
I mean,
for
the thing is, it's not. It's the thing is why it's so built up is because you have these audience that go wow when they hear about her walking around getting some. Nobody responds that way.
I think
When
that
you can imagine your grandmother having sex. Is that a great sight to think about? Hell no. But it's okay if she does. I'm not saying that he shouldn't. You know.
I just picture my grandma who passed away a little while ago, but I just picture her go, whoo, whoo. Okay, she used to like beat her thighs. I don't know why. She go whoo, and then what was the other thing she says that I love?
whoa.
Whoa, whoa, that was pretty good.